Chapter 21 of the Narrative of Sojourner Truth by Olive Gilbert and Sojourner Truth. This Librivox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Holly Jensen. Chapter 21 Finding a Brother and Sister. When Isabella had obtained the freedom of her son, she remained in Kingston, where she had been drawn by the judicial process, about a year, during which time she became a member of the Methodist Church there, and when she went to New York, she took a letter missive from that church to the Methodist Church in John Street. Afterwards, she withdrew her connection with that church, and joined Zion's Church in Church Street, composed entirely of colored people. With the latter church she remained until she went to reside with Mr. Pearson, after which she was gradually drawn into the kingdom set up by the prophet Matthias, in the name of God the Father, for he said the Spirit of God the Father dwelt in him. While Isabella was in New York, her sister Sophia came from Newburgh to reside in the former place. Isabel had been favored with occasional interviews with this sister, although at one time she lost sight of her for the space of 17 years, almost the entire period of her being at Mr. Dumont's; and when she appeared before her again, handsomely dressed, she did not recognize her, till informed who she was. Sophia informed her that her brother Michael, a brother she had never seen, was in the city, and when she introduced him to Isabella, he informed her that their sister Nancy had been living in the city, and had deceased a few months before. He described her features, her dress, her manner, and said she had for some time been a member in Zion's church, naming the class she belonged to. Isabella almost instantly recognized her as a sister in the church, with whom she had knelt at the altar, and with whom she had exchanged the speaking pressure of the hand, in recognition of their spiritual sisterhood, little thinking at the time that they were also children of the same earthly parents, even Bomefree and Mau Mau Bett. As inquiries and answers rapidly passed, and the conviction deepened that this was their sister, the very sister they had heard so much of, but had never seen, for she was the self same sister that had been locked in the great old fashioned sleigh box, when she was taken away, never to behold her mother's face again this side the spirit land; and Michael, the narrator, was the brother who had shared her fate. Isabella thought, "Oh, here she was! We met! And was I not at the time struck with the peculiar feeling of her hand, the bony hardness so just like mine? And yet I could not know she was my sister, and now I see she looked so like my mother." And Isabella wept, and not alone. Sophia wept, and the strong man Michael mingled his tears with theirs. "Oh Lord," inquired Isabella, "what is this slavery, that it can do such dreadful things? What evil can it not do?" Well may she ask, for surely the evils it can and does do, daily and hourly, can never be summed up, till we can see them as they are recorded by Him who writes no errors, and reckons without mistake. This account, which now varies so widely in the estimate of different minds, will be viewed alike by all. Think you, dear reader, when that day comes, the most rapid abolitionist will say, "Behold, I saw all this while on the earth," will he not rather say, "Oh, who has conceived the breadth and depth of this moral malaria, this putrescent plague spot?" Perhaps the pioneers in the slave's cause will be as much surprised as any to find that with all their looking there remained so much unseen. End of chapter 21. Recording by Holly Jensen.